Morning. Thanks for joining. Please confirm if you can hear me and see the screen, the webinar screen. You can find a thumbs up sign somewhere on your screen. Just give me an indication that you are able to hear me. More people have joined, but I haven't received any confirmation yet. So I wonder if I'm audible or not. Can someone give me confirmation? Use a thumbs up icon. Okay, excellent. Yep. Thanks for responding. Awesome. Let's give another minute to other people who are likely to join. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Halloween long weekend. Welcome to the webinar Trick or Trade, making trading less spooky with automation. Let me run a quick poll if want to see if we can participate and respond, so I get an idea as to the mix of audience today. All right. More people who want to respond to the poll? Okay. Good. I get the result that fairly there are new people and there are people with some experience, so that gives me a good idea. Okay, thank you. I will keep the language to a level that everybody can understand, those who are new as well as experienced. But feel free to type in your questions in the Q&A box if you have any question anytime, and I will make sure to respond to all your questions. Welcome again. Before I get started, a statutory disclaimer that nothing in this presentation is going to be a personal individual financial advice. This is business model that I'm going to share, which involves trading, and I'm going to explain everything about the model that we follow ourselves and we recommend. As well as in the end, you'll see the offer. This webinar is about Sliver Bullet trading system. In the end, you will see the offer as well. So grab a beverage, grab a pen and paper or a note-taking device, because there will be good information that I'm going to share, which will be, open up new avenues in your life, how to manage your money, how to look at money. It's just an intro webinar, but it's going to be foundational in the things that I'm going to cover. So the webinar is going to take about an hour and a half. So make time and be ready to take notes and pay attention. I am Rao K, founder of Sliver Trades and also the architect of Sliver Bullet Trading System. We are a company based in Chicago, Illinois, and there are different parts in this presentation. There are three parts. First, the education, basically the business model, the entire business model of trading. And then there is automation part, and then the funding part. Finally, the offer will be there, but the three things are the most important: the understanding of trading business, then the automation, and the funding, so that you don't have to use your own money. Now, I always do the automation part later, but I figured that people are excited if they see the automated automation software, and the presentation title is making trading less spooky with automation. So I'm going to go right into the automation part, give you a quick demo of the software that's part of Sliver Bullet trading system, and then go back to the presentation. So I'm going to just give you a glimpse of this software called Sliver Bullet Pro that we have developed in Sliver Trades company. And this is the software I'm loading. There are different parameters like ATM 1, 2, 3. These are basically risk management parameters. ATM 1 takes trade with 1 contract, ATM 2 with 2 contracts, and 3 with 3 contracts. That's all you need to know for now. Then there is max loss parameter and max profit parameter for the session that you can configure. Like I have set up for $2,000 of profit with $2,500 of loss, and I will run the software using yesterday's data. All my previous webinars, without fail, over last 11 months or so since our launch, I've used the previous day's data, because we have this webinar on Saturday. So every day, Friday's data I have used, and from the market open, which is 8:30 a.m. Central Time, I run this timer. I set the timer to 8:30 a.m. Central, and you see the market closed somewhere here on Thursday, and market opened here Friday morning. That is November 1st at 8:30. So, and this top, the buttons, the colorful buttons, is the user interface of the software. And there are different buttons here for ATM, like this ATM will take trades with 2 contracts, and then automated long and short button. Basically, you want to buy or sell a share, you can do that using these buttons, and the trades will be taken automatically. And these pink buttons are different strategy buttons. I'll not go deep into this. And then there is stop button, manual buy, sell, and other buttons as well, the aggressive mode and defensive mode. So I'm going to run this software, and though this is not the recommended way of trading, we have to be discretionary about whether we are going to take a long trades or short trades. But this demo is just to show the capability of the software. I'm going to let the software take trades blindly, both long and short. All right. And using one of the strategies, contrarian, which is also my favorite strategy. So I'm going to let the software do its thing and see if it can make $2,000 in profit and how long it takes. So with 2 contracts, I let the timer run, and so here, just now, if you heard, it took a trade with 2 contracts, and 1 contract was already covered, bought back, means position got closed. So 1 more contract is to be covered, and we'll see if we get a profit out of this trade. I'm going to increase the speed of the target bill. So we made only $13 in this trade, just 13, because there was a scaling feature. Market went against the position of the trade, and it added more contracts, and 1 trade was lost, another trade was profitable. So net $13. I would say it was a scratch trade. It wasn't or a break-even trade.
Target filled.
And here,
Order filled.
second trade was profitable, $156.
Target filled.
And third trade was also profitable, $136.
Target filled. Order filled. Target filled.
So it's taking trades on its own.
Filled. Target filled.
Most of them are profitable. Some are
Order
break-even
filled.
or scratch trades.
Order filled. Target filled.
I'm going to increase the speed so we don't
Target
sit
filled.
here watching it.
Target filled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled.
So here you see, it's about 6 minutes since the market opened. It's 8:36. In 6 minutes, the software made about $900. If you see, different trade, and it was like hands-free trading, and
Order filled.
um,
Target. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Target filled. Order filled.
it's about $1,300 now.
Target filled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Target filled.
It's still $13. There are a lot of scratch trades that happened here.
Target filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Target filled.
$1,700.
Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled. Target filled.
All right. So it reached $2,000 in profit. The message on the screen says total profit reached, total target reached, and then here trade buttons disabled. Now the software will not take any more trades because the session objective has been met. And what's the time now? It's 8:50 a.m. So in 20 minutes, the software took trades automatically and made $2,000 for us. So, and again, I want to add again here that this is not the recommended way. We do not let our software run on its own. This is not an automated bot, and we have to take trades discretionarily, and that's part of the education that we provide for those who join our program. Having shown you the demonstration, I'll go back to the presentation and go into the nuts and bolts of this entire business model using trading. Now, why we are doing all this is because human being's ultimate quest is freedom. And here we are going to focus on financial freedom aspect. And what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is the desire for making decisions without any financial constraints. And what does that mean? That means as a human, we want freedom to travel, own a home, pursue our passions. And trading could help achieve that financial freedom, in our view. There are many other means, but here in this webinar, we will discuss how trading can lead someone to financial freedom. And that freedom is exemplified by this picture on the left, where a person sitting on a beach with a laptop, probably connected to internet and perhaps trading. He's pursuing his passion. He's traveling somewhere, and he's not tied to his desk. He's doing whatever he wants to do from anywhere in the world, and that's the picture exemplifies here. But before going ahead, we must look at everything as a business. Now, if we want to set up trading as a business, we have to understand the cost and the income part. So bear with me. This is going to be, I have to go into details here to instill the point here as to, whether this trading business makes sense or not. And let's understand the costs. First, the computer. I have put a decent amount of money allocated for this computer. It doesn't mean your current desktop and laptop is not enough, but at some point, traders like to upgrade their computer, and I have taken that as a cost, futuristic cost. And then internet speed, good speed could be anywhere from $50 to $100 a month. I have taken a midpoint number, $75 a month. Now for trading, which here we are talking about day trading, you need a data feed. It's not end of day data. It's not asking your broker to make an investment. It's about trading, live trading, and for that data feed costs you anywhere from $10 to $90 per month. I have taken data around the midpoint cost, about $50 a month. And then trading platform, you need a sophisticated trading platform, because day trading is a sprint. You have to be agile, you have to be fast, and you need a good platform, which costs about $1,000 for lifetime license, or about $75 per month, depending on the broker. The broker that we work with or recommend charges $1,000 for the lifetime license. So I've taken that as a cost. Now, trading funds. Now, those who are familiar, most likely you're trading stocks. If you are into day trading, if you want to get into day trading, you need funds at least $25,000, and that because that's the amount brokerages require you to deposit to be able to trade. And at that number only, trading is meaningful, because any smaller number will be only a small change for you. It's not going to bring you living. It's not enough to give you financial freedom of any sort. So those who trade stocks have to have at least 25,000 deposited, and trust me, that's not enough. You need at least $100,000 to $200,000. But stock trading is this is the number, and I have taken that as a cost, the lowest minimum that you require. And then trading education costs you about $12,000. It starts to cost you at $12,000 at any decent education, because trading is not taught in schools, not taught in colleges. People learn themselves, or they are taught by their parents or some elder siblings or uncles. And usually people, when they start trading, they do it because they hear it from their friends or neighbors, and how quickly they made money on some stellar stock, and they get into trading, and without proper foundation and education, and it's like gambling. They put money, they lose money, they win some, lose most of the time, and blow up their account. And over a period of over a number of years, after losing significant amount, they get to learn, or my market teaches them how it behaves, if they are lucky. Otherwise, they just leave this market and go away, and don't come back to it. There are private institutions that offer trading education, but that costs very high. It starts at $10,000 to $12,000 and goes up to $50,000. That's the market of trading education and how much they charge. I've taken the smallest number from the cost point of view, and the $12,000 is what I have considered. Now, trading software, the automated software, if you're doing day trading, you are competing against the best in the world and the most agile in the world, and the big banks, and who have a huge computing power and all that. So you just your finger clicking the button will not cut it. You need some kind of software to automate your trade entry and trade management. Now, the software could cost you anywhere from $500 to $10,000, depending on the features and the bells and whistles of the software. So these are the cost components. There could be other costs that you can add up, like your space, and we are assuming you will be trading from your home or some place that will not cost you, and electricity. All those things we have not considered, but these are the major big items, and we have considered them as part of the costs. Now, income, from income standpoint, I have considered only $50 per day trading 1 hour. Let's understand why I have chosen this number, like $50 per day trading 1 hour. First, 1 hour. That's our goal. That has been our goal. That if you are trading all day, throughout the duration of when the market is open, it's not freedom. You are tied to. It's like you are tied to a job. So you are trading some 6 to 7 hours a day, and then doing the rest of the things that you want to do rest of the time, which means it's not really freedom. You are tied to a job again. And so that's why if you are able to earn enough in 1 hour and enjoy the rest of the day, then that's freedom. So that's why I have put this constraint 1 hour, maybe up to 2 hours, but a small time window is what you should allow yourself to earn an income. And this income, $50 per day. And if you have seen, since I showed you the demo, and we showed you in 20 minutes, the software could make $2,000, right? You can now be convinced that the software can make $50 in 1 hour. $50 in 1 hour. So here I showed you that the software made in 20 minutes $2,000. So hopefully it could convince you that, okay, now $50 is possible in 1 hour. Now let's understand this number $50, where it came from, and why it's important for us to. So this number here, $50 per day, if you can make consistently, and only a small amount you can make consistently, a larger amount like $2,000 that I showed you, you cannot make it consistently. One day you could be $2,000, another day it could be $2,000 in red, maybe $4,000 in red. So we are looking at consistency. If you make the number small enough, consistency increases. Now $50 per day means 20 days in a month, which means $1,000 a month. You are making $1,000 per month with this small trading profit in 1 hour by trading per day. Now let's look at this. Your trading funds you require to trade stocks is $25,000, and you make $1,000 per month, which means you are investing 25,000. And let me not just take this 25,000. Let me take the overall costs here. Say next slide. The total cost would be $40,000 to $50,000. If I add all of them up, and this means it's $1,000 per month. Now, so $1,000 per month is $12,000 per year. And now you invest $50,000 or put it in a CD in a bank, and those $50,000. And if you earn $12,000 per year, it means 25% in return on your investment. 25%. 1/4 of 50,000 is 12,000. Sorry, I should make it 12,000. 12K here, 12K per year. So 25,000. So you can see the math. This 25% return is a great return. A bank would give you, a CD would give you about 5 to 6% today. It used to be like 1% some 7 years ago, right? 5 to 7 years ago. And now it's compare that return on CD, which is 5%, to the 25% return, and now you can see the magic of this $50. already you see that it's a good investment, 25%. And another reason we have taken $50 per day for 1 hour is that, you need to aim for at least, you would, if you get into trading, you would aim for at least $100,000 per year, $100,000 per year, right? Which means if you are working, you have a job, you are working $2,000, 2,000 hours a year, and if I divide 2,000 into 100,000, it is $50, $50 per hour. So your hourly rate is $50 if you are earning, if you have a salary of $100,000 per year. So that's the another reason I have considered $50 per day, because you're allowing yourself 1 hour to trade. So it kind of matches the billing rate of your job that you hold, right? So the reason for taking $50 per day was it has to be consistent. It has to be it will be consistent only if it is small enough, and it should justify you taking time out of your job 1 hour and be able to match the return of that job, at least, if not more, right? Okay. Now we'll break this number down further and see how this can translate to your living, because $12,000 per year is not living yet, right? So let's move to the next slide. All right. So we'll come back to this slide later and see how even $50 per day trading 1 hour could mean, earning a decent living, and which could lead to financial freedom. So I'll come back to that slide later in this presentation. But the trading requires acquiring a skill which is complex. It requires you to invest some time and some financial investment, if not, $40,000 to $50,000. Some investment is required because you need to learn a trick, learn the skill. And there are no guarantees in trading, like anything in life. You could get a college education, still won't be employable. You could start your car, go and wanting to go to nearest Walmart, but there is no guarantee that you would reach Walmart. Something would happen, God forbid. But point is, there is no guarantees in anything in life, including in trading. And especially in trading, it's because people or traders make mistakes, and there are common sets of mistakes that every trader, every newbie trader makes again and again. And to avoid those costly trading mistakes, we need to have a high probability trading strategy. We need to automate the trading process through automation, which is the crux of today's webinar as well. And most importantly, trade with other people's money. If you put your own money, most likely you will blow it up. And the fact that you are attending this presentation because you have been there, you have blown thousands, wasted thousands of dollars, gambled away in stock market or something like that. And so it's important that we use other people's money so that our emotions do not get entangled when we are in a trade and we don't make stupid decisions. Because when we have taken a position, especially a day trading position, and if we see a small profit, our mind tells us that we book that profit as soon as we can, so that we have the feeling of a win, and we don't want to be loser, and we don't want market to or the position to turn red, so we want to book it, and we don't wait long enough, and do not let profits run, and we make small profits. And the opposite happens when we see red and we hope that market will turn and will recover the losses. And many times it happens that market keeps going against us and gives us a big loss, or sometimes blows up the entire account. So that's why when we trade with other people's money, and there are people who are ready to give you money if you demonstrate them your trading skill, you can then be emotionally detached to the outcome and be more skillful and pragmatic in your trades. And one of the very important items is, trade during the right market hours. Okay, so let's understand this point. What's the right market hour? So if you have been into stock trading or anything, you had to be in front of the computer. If you have a day job, you may or may not be able to be in front of your computer. Maybe you will trade on your mobile phone, take quick scalps here and there, and hope that you are right and you make a profit. And and trading on mobile phone and all may not be give you consistent, because that's you don't get the full picture of the market. So what do you do? If you have a day job, and you need at least a distraction-free hour to be able to do trading and be profitable consistently. So our answer to finding right market hours is to trade futures. So futures trading is for those, especially those who do not have time in the day, or cannot be available when the stock market is open. Futures market is open 23 hours a day, and 5.5 days a week. So you can find an hour or two, maybe anytime, almost any time of the day, if you have other things to take care of during the daytime. Though the prime trading hour is 8:30 a.m. Central till 3 p.m. Central, but the market is open in the evening again, and we should be able to find opportunities outside the regular trading window. Another reason futures is important is it has customizable contracts. It has a lot of liquidity, means a lot of participants in the market. It's not exotic instrument anymore. You can leverage. It has leverage, which means you can control large position with small investment, which means with a small movement in the price, you can make decent income, which also means that with small movement in price, you could make a loss. That's why it's important that we stick to high probability strategies. But regardless, we need to. It gives us opportunity to use the leverage for our profit. Now, futures are diversified across markets and asset classes, so it's not some exotic out of reach instrument. You can find futures for almost any market and asset class now. So here there are some examples of futures. For those who are new, like ES, it's like futures is like futures instruments are like any other regular stock symbol. It's for S&P 500. We have a ETF symbol called SPY. For futures, the symbol is ES. For NASDAQ, it's NQ. RTY for Russell 2000, YM for Dow 30, CL for crude oil, it's commodity futures, and GC for gold. And there are equivalent to micros instruments as well. Since futures are customizable, they come in different sizes. Micros are 1/10 of the minis, which are the standard futures contracts. And then the symbols for those equivalent symbols for those micros are MES, MNQ, M2K, MYM, MCL, and MGC. So this gives you, the ability to manage your risk depending on your portfolio size, whether you want to trade minis or micros, and also for different market conditions, what you want to trade. Now, how to get started? To get started with futures trading, you open a futures trading account with a broker. Our recommended broker is Ninja Trader. They are exclusively futures trading brokerage. And then you access Sliver Bullet Pro software that I showed you a demo of. which is exclusively developed for NinjaTrader platform. And then you practice strategies mentioned in Sliver Trades Academy. Our program includes access to Academy to learn about trading and different market conditions and strategies, etc. So this is how you start your journey. The detailed steps to trading success. The first one I already explained: install Sliver Bullet software on NinjaTrader platform. Step 2: practice with automated strategies on a simulated account. Trade with paper money, um, because you need to understand the nuts and bolts of the trading platform and our software, and apply the learning that you get in our program on a simulated account. So once you become familiar with futures trading, our software, the platform, you can now sign up for a funded trading account. As we mentioned, that to use other people's money, this is a time for you to try and get access to other people's money. But to be able to do that, you have to pass their evaluation, and evaluation can be passed by showing them a set a required amount of profit. It's 5% profit on a portfolio, in an account, and without losing a set amount. So if it's a $25,000 account that you obtain from them, and you obtain these accounts by paying a monthly subscription, very inexpensive subscription. It starts from like $15 a month to $50 a month, depending on the size of the account. If you purchase a $25,000 account, which costs around $15 per month, you have to achieve 1,500 in profit target. 1,500, which is about 6% of $25,000 account. You have to achieve $1,500 in profit without losing $1,500 in loss. So without making $1,500 in loss. So that's the evaluation step, and you can pass that evaluation step manually, but automation helps. Automated trading helps, because that way your mind is freed, and you can focus on the strategy. You do not have to time your click to the market condition. So automation helps. That's step number 4. Once you pass the evaluation, you can obtain a paid trading account, and that's here you start making money. After passing the evaluation, you upgrade your account by paying a one-time fee of about $150, give or take, and that $150 covers the data feed and all that feed, platform fee, platform fee, and everything, and that's one time. Once you get a paid trading account, your goal is to make what I call as a loss buffer. So if it's a 25K account, you make a loss buffer of $1,500 first, which also acts as a cushion. And anything that you make above $1,500 is for you to keep. And you can keep that. Of course, the funding provider will take 10% 10% cut out of your profits, and it's reasonable. They have invested their money, they have taken the risk, so they could take 10%, and we should not grudge their profit. But 90% we get to keep. So once you get that paid trading account, you try to get another paid trading account. So you basically repeat these 3 steps, and so after one account, you add one more, and then one more, and then one more. Like that, you can build a portfolio of funded accounts. So it's like creating a real estate empire. If you get into a rental business, you obtain one rental property, rent it out, income that you generate from it, you try to acquire another rental property, and then another. And for none of the properties, you are required to put your own money. You put some 10% deposit. but you can take a loan. You get a loan from the bank up to 80 to 90%, and that's how you leverage other people's money, and you build a portfolio of rental properties and collect rent every month, right? But you have to look after the properties, you have to maintain it, you have to take calls from your tenants or yelling from the tenants if a faucet is leaking and things like that. But here in stock market or in futures market, you have to just build a portfolio of funded accounts, and you can trade them. You can parallelly trade them. You can just trade them at the same time, and you can multiply your income from these accounts. So now, what does this mean? Uh, so if you build a five accounts, say over next 1 year, it takes time to first pass and then build buffer, and then become profitable in the account. It takes time. So say give yourself time. 1 year, you build a 5 accounts, and then even if you make $50 per account, the numbers multiply. Now you are making $250 per day, trading 1 hour, and you can build a portfolio of about 20 accounts. So you can keep growing, and then there are many other funding providers who can also give you funding, and from them you can again purchase additional accounts if you continue to grow and you want to continue to grow. So this is the business model here. Now, how does this Sliver Bullet trading system help? So the software aspect of Sliver Bullet trading system allows you to trade in all types of markets, trending, reversing, sideways markets, because it has automated scale in and scale out feature. Like if your market is going against you, it will add additional positions to help you get out for break even or scratch the trade, and it will allow you to automatically scale out because profits are taken at intervals. And then real-time performance monitoring, you can see what's going on in the chart. You can see the profit, you can see unrealized profits, you can see number of positions, number of contracts, and the account being traded. All that you can see on one screen, which means you don't need to have a set of 5 screens around you to be able to trade. If you're trading at home, we recommend that you have additional monitor connected to your desktop or laptop. 2 monitors are good enough, but you are on the road or on the beach and trading trading away from your home, all you need is a laptop, with a decent size screen to be able to do your trading, because all you need is one chart and you can see everything on that chart. And then as part of Sliver Bullet trading system, we provide assistance in trade funding programs. We have affiliations with different funders, and you can purchase accounts for very nominal subscription and discounted subscription through us. And then we provide full training on market condition, market strategies, how to use software, how to use the platform, and sometimes we conduct live demos as well, so you can understand how to use the whole thing. It also comes with education program, access to Sliver Trades Academy, which kind of a portal for learning and watching the past videos, learning videos. But I'll talk about Sliver Bullet trading system later, but here let's understand the market conditions. So next 2 slides, the next 2-3 slides will be very important, so pay attention here. So market condition, let's understand what it means. There are two market conditions basically. One is trending market, the other one is sideways market. Now the trending market could be uptrending, It could be uptrending market. It could be downtrending market. And the sideways market could be a sideways swinging back and forth. Now, uptrending market could also be swinging back and forth, still going up. Same way, downtrending market could be swinging back and forth and going down. And the sideways market could be in a very narrow range, going nowhere, a low volatility time. So let's call this market number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 market conditions for us to understand. You can trade in any of these market conditions, using our software, but we recommend our traders that they avoid day trading when they see this kind of market, very, very flattish in a narrow range. For options trading, this could be a good time for people to take positions, especially buy positions. But for futures trading or stock day trading, this market condition must be avoided. This is not a good market to trade. Even though our software can make you profitable 1 trades, 2 trades, but if you overextend your trading, it may incur you huge losses. And the reason is that after being flat for extended period of time, the market has to break out in one direction or the other. It needs to go up or down, one way or the other, right? So what happens, especially if a trader is new, when they see a breakout with a big green candle or something, they get into a buy position. They buy a stock or go long, and then place a stop loss here to get out of the trade. And what happens is most of the time the breakouts fail and the market comes down and takes their stop loss. And trader has incurred a loss now, and they think that okay, now market has did a trick, and they will short their position. And once they short the market, what it does is it reverses again on him and takes the stop which he might have placed here, stop, and now it keeps going up. And 2 losses the trader has incurred, and he doesn't have the capacity to take any more trades because he cannot trust the market movement now. He's not sure what's going on, but the market just keeps going up away from him and he keeps watching. So this happens all the time. So we recommend that you try avoid taking trades in market condition number 4. Now this can be visualized better with this diagram, where we show that number 4 should be avoided. And to give you an example of how this market behaves, if you see this chart, you may not understand what's going on, but if you pay close attention, which we also these things we cover in our program, you see this is a narrow range market condition number 4 that I was talking about, market condition number 4, and which should be avoided. And the reason it should be avoided is because there was a breakout here. If you see the faint wick, this bar, the wick was once a green, solid green. It went up, it popped out from this flatness, and then it immediately reversed. It went down. It became a big red candle. And when it became a red candle, it reversed again. If somebody bought here, placed a stop here, it got taken out. If then somebody sold here, shorted here, placed a stop here, that was taken out as well. And market went up, way up, and continued to move away from the position that person initially took. And you won't be able to trust that, okay, it's going to go up continuously or it's going to come down again. You won't know. So The best thing is avoid trading in market condition number 4. Now, next I want to cover is the most important slide of this presentation, the market DNA. Let's focus here and understand what we are talking about here. So market DNA. So if you know from high school biology class, DNA is the smallest building block of life. And in our experience, we have perceived that market mimics life because market is made of humans. Humans have emotions. Emotions of human translate over to stock market, translate over to financial market. And the footprints of human emotions are all over the stock market. And the way the chart paints itself out is based on the emotions of the collective human traders that are trading the market. So if life has DNA, the smallest building block, we asked ourselves a question whether market also has DNA. Does it have a building block? And the answer is yes, it also has a building block. Now, if we know from high school biology class, the DNA, the shape of DNA is like this, a double helix. So a double helix form the human, or in fact plant DNA or animal DNA, any live DNA is double helix, right? And so what's the shape of the market's DNA? Market should also have a shape, right? And we looked closely at the price movement. Market moves in this fashion: goes up, comes down, goes up again, or market goes down, pulls back, and goes down again. Movements are not this pointy, but if you kind of use a smoothened curve, market moves in this fashion. So we took this, considered this as the smallest building block of market, and so the DNA, shape of the DNA of the market. And if we put these building blocks together, we see that the price movement is like this. This is how the price moves, right? So we put together a bunch of DNA elements of the stock market and got the understood how the market moves. But now, like human body or animal body or plant structure, we need to put structure to this movement. We need to put bones and muscles to this collection of DNA that forms a life, right? So to put that put the structure, we understood that it's good to use these two moving averages. It's 21 simple moving average and 233 simple moving average. Those who are new do not know anything about the moving averages. Moving averages are the average price of an instrument at any given point of time. And average is the number that you see when I say 21 period moving average is the average of last 21 bars. And each bar could be a 1 minute bar or 5 minute bar or 15 minute bar or 1 hour bar. So last 15 periods or last 15 bars, what the price was, the SMA represents average of those many bars. So when we put these two moving averages on the chart, price chart, we that gave us the market's DNA, market structure, overall market's overall shape. Now, why 21 and why 233? So to get these numbers, we again looked at life, again looked at nature. how nature has evolved, how nature, what we see in nature, basically, more than how it evolved, what we see in nature. So these 21 and 233 are the Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers are a series of numbers which follow certain pattern, starting from 1, 2, 3, and 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, like that. It goes to 233 and beyond. And these numbers are, are the series basically which we see in nature, which is basically derived from the ratio of how things take shape in nature. Like if you see, look at the flower, the outer petals to the inside petals, they follow a ratio. They have a set ratio. Every flower has follows that ratio. How the seashells form, they also have a certain ratio, and that's what the Fibonacci ratio is about. So we used that, took that ratio from the nature and applied it on market DNA, because we understood that market follows life. So now when we put this two lines together based on Fibonacci numbers, we understood that this is how the market moves. Market moves away, or the price moves away from a moving average, and it comes back to the moving average, moves away from moving average, comes back to the moving average. The moving average itself goes away from a larger moving average, like 21 SMA moves away from 233 SMA moving average and comes back to 233 SMA moving average, comes away from 233, comes back to 233. So this is how the market behaves. Now, if you see on the screen that there are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These 6 numbers are basically the numbers from the previous slide, the 6 market conditions that I drew. So now if I superimpose those 6 market conditions on this market DNA chart, this is what I get. Market condition number 3 was sideways. Market condition number 1 was uptrending market. 2 was swinging and going up. 5 was downtrending market. 6 was swinging back and forth, going down. And 4th one, which I recommended we avoid, was this flat one at the 4th. So as you see, just with this knowledge, you can be profitable if you are been trading for a while and not been profitable. Just with this knowledge, market goes up, comes back to 233. Market moves away from 233, comes down, and goes back to 233 SMA. It happens again and again, repeats, every time, every moment, every time frame. It happened 100 years ago. It happened 200 years ago. If somebody kept a track of it, it's going to happen next 10,000 years from now as well, because this is what market does. This is what the market structure evolves when traded by a human. So now you have understood that market goes up, it comes down, but how long it's going to go up and when it's going to make a turn. So it has to make a turn here. It made a turn here. So how do you know it's going to make it's going to keep going up, and or how do you know when to make change the direction? Say if you buy here, you can sell here, make a profit. You can short here and buy and cover here or buy back, and you make a profit. Same way here, buy here, sell here, short, cover, right? But how do you know that it's time for you to sell, or it's time for you to make a new trade here and capture this downfall? To understand this, we again try to look at nature. We again try to look at our human society, how we have organized ourselves. Try to understand the pattern of our behavior to be able to understand the pattern in the stock market. So first, we have to understand what happens in these turns. Whenever there is a turn, something happens. And for that, we looked at major turns in a highway, right? So this is a highway, this is a crossroad, there is a clover for people to make turns, and we try to observe what happens in these turns. If you see, in these turns, we have people can continue on their journey. They make a turn, and on these turns, there are restaurants for food, or gas station, or or there are hotels for rest. So people stop for food, gas, or rest. These are the three major reasons people make a stop. And what happens? Why these McDonald's or Subways and Shell gas stations or Holiday Inns are on these turns? Because they are looking for an exchange. Their exchange happens here. Dollar exchange hands for some service. So some service, and money changes hands, basically. Money goes from one hand to the other. So here also, at these turns, a heavy exchange happens, and market becomes sideways for, like, 3-4 swings. Same way, here market goes sideways, and uh, a heavy exchange happens. Not that exchange does, money does not change in this uptrend, but here heavy exchange happens. A lot of participants, those who have bought here will offload their stock here. Those who have shorted here will take new position here. So a lot of exchange, and you see this market condition number 3 that was here gets repeated at these levels as well. So that's market condition number 3. And once you identify your market condition number 3, price not moving up, it's in a range, stuck in a range, that's the time you sell and make another position, a short position, for price to go down. And it has to go down to meet 233 SMA. It's like, it has to happen. So I call this red line, or 233 SMA, as river of life. River of life. So why I call it river of life? Think of, it is a water body. All life requires water. All major civilizations have risen around a major water body or a major river, and a reason is obvious. Even in animal kingdom, an animal moves away from the river, but it has to come back to river for its watering needs. So and that happens in animal kingdom, that happens in human kingdom. We are, we can go anywhere, but further we either bring water to our homes, or we go to water to fetch water, right? So it's that important, and it's inevitable that if price moves away from 233 SMA, like a magnet, it has to come back to 233 SMA. And just this knowledge should transform your trading journey forever from here on. Whether you join our program for details or not, this alone should be beginning for you to make income or some profit or wealth, depending on your situation, in short term or long term. Whether if you are investing in 401k, if you have money to invest in some kind of stock, you can now understand when to buy and when to sell and when to take position again, just with this knowledge, by just looking at these two moving averages, 21 SMA and 233 SMA. Now you can take a picture of this, and maybe we can take picture of the next slide, where I have shown here. So these are different market conditions, and then yeah, this is another neater picture. You can take a picture, use it as a reference whenever you're making investment. And to show you an example on a chart, real chart, this is what happens. This green line here on the chart is 21 SMA, and this red line is 233 SMA. and this 23 SMA is slanted upwards. In the previous slide, I showed 233 SMA flat, but 233 SMA could be slanted. It could be slanted downwards as well, or it could be slanted upwards. So previous slide showed the shape of the DNA, but this one shows the orientation. The previous one did not show the orientation, but orientation means 233 could be slanted as well. So here we see market went up like this. That was market condition number 1. And here, beautifully, it formed market condition number 3. And then it came down all the way, kissed 233 SMA, and then started to become sideways again. So this movement is so predictable, that here you see a big drop, and you can take a short position and capture all this move. It itself is a 20-point move, or just with one contract it could be $400 just with one contract. So if you capture the entire move. So and it happens again and again all the time, and it's just for you to identify them and use the software to take trades precisely, and be profitable and find even earn living. People become millionaires using this. So now again, at this time, actually in my presentation I show the demo of the software, which I already did, but I'm going to show it to you again. Though now hopefully it makes better sense, that you see how the green line, which is 21 SMA, moved away from the red line, which is 233 SMA, and then came back all the way down, kissed it, start moving up again, and then again it became sideways a little, and hopefully it will come down here to meet 233 SMA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the software from where we left and start taking trades again, using this same 2 contracts. Maybe I'll use a different strategy this time. Again, without discretion, I will take both long and short trades. I'll let scale-in mode on and aggressive mode on, so we get to trade all the items. And then I will start taking trades just to show you what happens.
Order filled.
In the first run, we made $2,000, and again
Order
here
filled.
we'll see what happens.
Target filled.
So we
Order
started
filled.
at around 850.
Target. Order filled. Target filled. Order filled.
So here we are mostly getting scratch trades. We have taken like 4 trades, made only $151.
Target filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So market is sideways and I'm taking trend says. So I'm doing the opposite thing as to what the market is telling me to do.
Target.
So even then, I'm just showing from the demonstration standpoint how it works.
Target filled.
All right. So about $400 here from
Order filled.
these trades. Okay. So
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
so I'm going to stop here. Just hope you get the point here. $400. Let me complete this trade.
Target filled.
Okay. So about $400. Now, earlier we made $2,000 in this round. 10 more minutes we traded till 9 o'clock. 30 minutes so far. About $2,400. So $400 here we made this session. So let me write it down here. So 2,000 plus 400 2400 in 30 minutes. All right. Now let's go back to the presentation. And again, even though you can go back to my videos again and again, we have kind of made hundreds and thousands of dollars in first 32 minutes to 1 hour in the demonstration, which is based on real-time data for last 50 or so Fridays. I'm not going to take that number because, as I've said, that's not the recommended way of trading. We want consistency. We don't want big amount. We want small amount, but assured and consistent income, right? So I'm going to go back here and noted 2400. Now going back to this, our business model, trading as a business. So if I have showed you 2400 in 30 minutes, you know, here, am I having a problem with the pen today? Okay, so $2,400. So you can be reasonably convinced that $50 is possible, maybe $100 is possible per day, trading 1 hour, per hour. So $100 is possible because I have shown you for $2,400, right? So if you take one successful trade, just one, with 2 contracts, or maybe 2 successful trades with 1 contract, you'll be able to achieve $100. So 1 or 2 successful trade, $100 per day every day, which means you are making $2,000 per month, 2K per month, right? and my goal is to show you how to reduce. I forgot to mention that my goal is to reduce it by 1/10, make it below $5,000, and increase this 10 folds to $10,000, 10K per month. With one-time investment of $5,000, if you make $10,000 per month for rest of your life, then that's the business you want to be in. That's the great business model, right? Because if you purchase a franchise fee itself will be $50,000. Then you need operating cash, which will be another $100,000 to $150,000. So just to start a franchise business, you need the minimum. One of the cheapest ones will cost you about $150,000 to $200,000 of the bat, and there is no guarantee of income as to when customers will flow in. So here, with $5,000 of income, we can scale a business of $10,000 a month in a year or year and a half, even if it takes longer. Which means what you have to do is make $100 per day trading 1 hour, which means $2,000 per month, and scale up to 5 funded accounts, which means $10,000 a month, 10K per month. If you are diligent enough, you are good enough, you can make it 10 funded accounts. 10 funded accounts means $20,000 per month, which means $240,000 per year. So this is how the business has to be set up. This is how the scalable business looks like. Small investment, consistent, repeatable income, small income though, every day, as often as possible. You can take out 1 hour per day. We trade about hour and a half, sometimes 2, because of different reasons. So hour and a half on an average we trade. So 1 to 1.5 hours. This is a model you follow. Stay consistent. Don't use trading as gambling. Look at it as a business. As a mean businessman, only focus on high probability strategies, 1 or 2 trades, even though I have shown you so many trades, and build a kind of machine that generates, or giving tree that generates income for you consistently, and transfer this knowledge to others, your loved ones, your spouse, your kids, if you have, your grandkids, if you have. Pass the knowledge through down the generation, because this is not taught in schools or colleges. So 5K one time. So if we eliminate all this data fee, trading platform fee, trading funds, education, trading automation software, it's possible to reduce all this to below $5,000 one time and aim at income of $1,000 to $2,000 per month per account, just by trading for 1 hour and making $50 to $100 per day. So this is the whole model that I shown you. And how we reduce the overall cost to under 5,000 is by using funding providers' money. We provide the education, we provide the software. Of course, we charge a fee, and I'll show you in the offer as to how much it costs later in the presentation. So with 5K one time, trade simultaneously 10 accounts, make only $50 per day, and income is 10K per month. Or if you make $100 per day, it will be $20,000 per month. And that's model. You won't get 10 accounts overnight. You need to work towards it. You need to pass evaluations. But once you have become good at it, there are they can go directly to funded accounts instead of even passing the evaluation, and we don't recommend that in the beginning. You need to pass some evaluation, because initially you might fail passing evaluation. You may have to purchase the subscription again, but we teach you how to go about it. And this is an example of how you trade parallelly across multiple accounts. And these numbers are sorted by size. So the smallest number here, largest number here. So don't take small number or large number, take somewhere in the middle. $100 per account. These are like some 13 or 14 accounts. It's like $1,400 trading parallelly across accounts. So some days are good like this, and for other days we kind of manage risk. We trade fewer accounts, and fewer accounts, some accounts we leave out, and this is the kind of numbers we look at. So again, if you look at a median number around $53, I'm not trying to emphasize on the larger number, somewhere in the middle, $50 per account. So 6 accounts, it's $300 a day. Even though these large numbers are, because I do not want to show you a high risk trading strategies here. Conservatively, it's $300 on an average across 6 accounts is what I'm trying to convey here. So this 1 day result, this is 1 day in each day. And then how this software helps is it helps you the same way as the training wheels in a bicycle or guide rails in a bowling alley. It helps you keep in your lane. It helps you stay steady. And even with training wheels, some kids fall because they have done wrong things, handled it wrong way, went into a ditch. So unless a trader is suicidal, use wrong strategy in the wrong market, they will be able to sustain. So using the software, that's why the software is important, and that's how you remove spookiness from trading. And here are some certificates that the funding provider gives you once you pass an evaluation. So as I said, evaluation account costs you a subscription anywhere from $15 to $50 a month. And it takes about, on an average, especially when you are new, 4 to 5 weeks to pass an evaluation. A couple of them you might blow up in the beginning, but once you get a hang of it, For us in the beginning, it took about 5 weeks on an average to pass an evaluation. And this is the kind of certificates they provide once you pass an evaluation, just a congratulatory visual for you to feel good about your success. And these are all the real certificates that we have received in our own company for doing trading ourselves in our own in funded accounts from different months. We started the business about a year ago, exactly actually Thanksgiving last year, and in November last year, and we were close to 1 year now, almost. This is the anniversary month for us, and this this is the most recent certificate we received about 10 days ago. And sorry, I need to update the title here, August to October. So here you see October 22nd, this was the 50K account that we passed recently. And there are accounts which go up to 250K. This was 250K, $250,000 account, which has a larger stop loss and larger profit target, and you can draw more money out of it. Take more risk in those kind of accounts. Now the decision time. Now, is Sliver Bullet trading system is right for you? It's trust me, it's not a get-rich overnight scheme. I've shown you the entire model. I showed you the time it takes. I suggested that you be conservative, use it slowly to build a portfolio of accounts similar to any other business. Success won't come overnight. If you treat it as a gambling machine, you might be lucky. First 5 trades would be spectacular success, but if you do not know what you are doing, after 5 trades, it will be losses, and whatever gains you have made will you will lose. So that's why it's a discipline. It's business. It's not get rich overnight scheme. And if you don't need this system if you have a safe job for life, because you have safe job for life. Then is it for you? No, if you have a huge source of passive income, because without even working for 1 hour additional or doing any trading, you have you are earning your living through your endowment, inheritance, or whatever, and have passive income. So you don't need it, and you don't need Sliver Bullet trading system if you are happy with your current financial situation and your future, because happiness is a state of mind. It money helps, but even without money, people can be happy. So if you're not seeking that kind of financial freedom, you're already happy. It's a good thing, and you don't need a Sliver Bullet trading system. But you definitely need this system if you want to control your financial future by spending only 60 to 90 minutes a day. Then what are your options? Your option is, you can drop it. You are convinced, but you don't think this is what you want to do. You want to pursue something else. That's okay too. You can drop it, or you can delay it. You can this is if you think that this is something you have learned today. You want to think about it. You can come back later, or you can delay it indefinitely, but delaying it may not be the best option, because if you are here, it means that your education is already delayed. Because as I said already a couple of times, it's not taught in schools, not in colleges. We are lucky if one of our closed relatives are traders and have taught us this important life skill. I think trading should be taught as a life skill in every schools and colleges. So you can figure it out yourself. Of course, we spent a decade and last 5 years developing the software to figure out it myself. Lost thousands of dollars, myself and my other colleagues, before we put all this together and put together as a business model. You could do that as well. but it's only going to take you years, before you figure all this yourself. Because you need a mentor, you need guide, you need a community, all that to be successful. You can opt for some other trading program. There are many trading programs in the market. Some are expensive, some are bare bones. But we haven't seen a single program that offers trading education, trading automation, and trade funding, all three in one place, and that too at the affordable price that I'm going to show you in the coming slide. And then the best option is for you to go for Sliver Bullet trading system. Now, how much does this cost? The retail price is before any discounts, which I'm going to show you in coming slides. It's $6,000 for the Pro version and $4,000 for the Lite version, which nobody buys Lite version because Pro version gives them a lot more value for the money. It comes with a training handbook, training and support, and the lifetime license of Sliver Bullet Pro software. Is a lifetime license. Only once you pay, and we are offered 30% discount. So we are still in the first year of our launch. Last November we launched it, so we are continuing to give that discount 30% off on Sliver Bullet Pro. With that, the price comes down to $4,200. It gets you all the features. On top of that, there is a special offer that we offer only during the webinar, is Sliver Lining offer. So you get access to Sliver Trades Academy, weekly group training to teach you about futures market, how to read market, how to apply strategies, and then support. The Sliver Lining offer is we'll give you a free subscription to 50,000 evaluation account for the first month, and which gives you 2,500 of max drawdown. And if you make profit of $3,000 in that account, it can be converted into a funded account. And again, you repeat the same process. You build a buffer of $2,500, and anything above $2,500 is for you to withdraw. And those who sign up by tomorrow will also get a free Bitcoin trading strategy, which we are going to launch sometime soon, which is going to be of $1,500 in value, free with this offer. So $50,000 account will let you trade with 7 contracts, though we don't recommend that you use that many contracts because you need for scaling as well. And then your profit target would be $33,000 with stop loss of stop loss of $2,500. And first $10,000 that you draw from the account will be 100% for you to keep. The funder won't even take a cut. Anything about $10,000 is what you'll pay a commission on. And how to get this offer? You'll go to slivertrades.com. This is the website you visit. This is the website for this program. And you go to the software part and choose the software that you want. The offer is still valid. It's showing it's expired, but it's valid. So this 30% discount will give you the software and the program, which comes with the training and funding codes with this. So you click on Buy Now button and make sure to read the agreement here. Because it has details about how the licensing works, which is for 1 computer lifetime. And then you add this to cart and view cart, and checkout. Go to checkout, and you can log in as guest. You don't have to sign in. Just click on guest and then type in launch 30 and apply. You get a discount of $1,800, which is $4,200. So the goal is to bring the cost below $5,000 that as I showed you. Is 1/10 the cost of starting any business, which includes funds and all that, education, um, all that stuff. So goal is to bring everything below $5,000. And once you sign up, you get a welcome email with details about how to download the software, the training schedule, etc. And you also get access to our academy. You click here and go to Sliver Trades Academy. Here you will get access to this academy for 3 months, which is enough for you to go over all the lessons, including video lessons as to how to use the software, how the DNA works, the details of markets DNA, the nuts and bolts and subtleties, nuances of market DNA structure, and then the trading psychology, trade management, risk management, all those lessons you receive as part of the training sessions. Going back to the presentation, those who are attending this webinar. So this webinar goes on YouTube. You can watch it again. Go subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Search for Sliver Bullet Trading System, and you will find our channel. You can rewatch it. But those who have attended the webinar, since we know your contact details, if you email us, you'll get a special promo available only for today, and you get the program. You get additional discount, so you get 10% more, so 40% off, and you'll get it for $3,600 one-time payment and lifetime license of the software. And the program is for you to watch again. We share the videos of the training and all that, and then funding accounts. But for this, to get this price, we do not make the code public. You have to email us or call us or SMS us to get the code so that you can avail this price. We'll give you the code. You go to slivertrades.com and purchase the program, Sliver Bullet Pro. And this is the contact details, info@slivertrades.com, or the phone number is 331-255-3656. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. So feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Type in your questions in the Q&A box. All right, let's see. Question is whether we provide fund. We don't provide, we as a company, but we are tied. We have affiliation with different funding providers who provide the funding. We provide the codes which give you additional discounts, good discounts actually, on the subscription. And you pay for the subscription, and then once you pass the evaluation, you convert that into a paid account by paying one-time fee of $150 one time. And important thing for us to know is, that subscription fee or the activation fee to make convert into a paid account or a performance account eliminates all these costs. You don't have to pay for the data. You don't have to pay for the trading platform. Trading funds are naturally available. Trading education we provide. Trade automation software we provide. So as a package, we have eliminated all these costs and reduced the overall program to like under $5,000. In fact, we have left money in this investment, so you can buy a computer if you need to. So in about $5,000, it's a business that you can start anytime, and use it for your life. What is required? The question is, what is required in the evaluation? What is required? So let me show you the slide that evaluation is, they'll give you an account. You can choose the account, 25K account, 50K account. We believe 50K account is the right one to start with. And that account will give you basically funds to trade initially it's a simulated account. You have to demonstrate to the funding provider that you have a good strategy, sound strategy, and you can make income consistently. And it gives you a say it's a 50K account. So it gives you a drawdown of 5% and profit target of 6%. So without losing $2,500, if you make $3,000, and you can take any number of days, you can achieve it in as few as 5 days, or you can take couple of months. Of course, second month you have to pay the subscription, and you have to reach this target of $3,000. Then you can convert into or you are eligible to convert into a paid account by paying $150. You repeat the same thing, you keep making money in that, and once you reach a buffer of $2,500, anything above you can withdraw. So I would recommend, each time you have made $1,000, you start withdrawing money every time. And sometimes some companies allow you to withdraw twice a month. Sometimes some companies allow you to draw money anytime. So depending on which funding provider we set you up with, you can withdraw money as you make profit. So as you accumulate profit. So that's the requirement. You reach profit target of $3,000 without losing $2,500. So initially, your goal will be to stay small, make small increments, and as you learn the trick, you can aim for bigger targets, bigger daily income targets. So we teach all that, trade management, risk management, how to set your goals, how many contracts to trade, all that in our trading program. What's the best time to trade, what strategies to apply in what kind of market. I hope I answered the question. Feel free to type any more questions. Yeah, Lite and Pro, of course, there are like Lite is cut down version. Even Lite is Sliver Bullet Lite version is good enough. It has only one strategy, one item, one trick pony. Only the drawback is it doesn't have automatic scaling in option. Manual scaling option is available. That could mean that there is an additional manual element we deliberately left in this Lite version. But again, the price wise, we have, on the webinar day, we offer the Pro version at the same price as the Lite version. So it should be no brainer for you to consider Lite version at all. It's, consider Pro version and not consider Lite version. Okay. Any more questions? Average time to profit. Okay, that's a very good question. Again, as one of the first slides says, there is no guarantees, right? No guarantees. For us, it took in the first few evaluations for 50K account, about 5 weeks on an average, 5 weeks. Then we became better. It started to become 4 weeks, then 3 weeks, and sometimes we have done it in just 1 week. Even one day we passed evaluation. but we know what we are doing. We have taken heavy risk, and such days, and in that process we blew accounts as well. So here what we are teaching is, going slow and steady. So going slow and steady, it could be just 5 weeks. So let's say, take this example. You need to make $3,000. Uh, $3,000, right? You set a goal of making $100 per day. That's conservative number. Want to keep it slow and steady and consistent. So it means in 30 trading days, you can reach this profit target, which means 30 trading days is like 6 weeks. 6 weeks you can pass evaluation. And the speed is controlled by the trader. You want to aim for $100 or $200 or $500 per day. It's up to you, right? It's this is the most important decision. How much risk I want to take? How much is your greed? How much is your fear? That nobody can teach. Now we cannot either. That's a very individual, personal thing. So set a goal that works for you before. Trading should be enjoyable. It should not give you cause any anxiety in you. You set a bigger goal. Say you want to make $1,000 a day just from one account. You put yourself under duress, under unnecessary anxiety. It may not be enjoyable. You will be under pressure. So set a goal that you can enjoy, you can reasonably easily achieve. So hope that answers the question. So yeah, at the rate of $100 per day, it could take you 6 weeks. We averaged about 5 weeks in the beginning, and then we gotten better. As you progress, you would get better. Good question, though. So I don't see any other question coming in. So I believe somebody's typing, but they've been typing for long. And it's also like more than 90 minutes. We are into the presentation. So thank you very much for joining. If you want the coupon for today's deal, message us or email us if you have questions. You can call this number to answer any additional questions, get answers to any other questions, or email us. Either way is fine. And thank you again for joining, and you have a great rest of the weekend. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye now. I'm sorry, there is one more question that's come finally. No, okay, it's it. No problem. Thank you again. Thanks for joining.